Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, and today in this video, let's check out the camera on the Xiaomi Mi Note Pro. So let's go ahead, get started. So let's begin with the UI. So this is what you're gonna get with the camera when you open it up. So here we have HDR modes. So there are 4 options over here. Auto is going to let you take the guesswork out of it, and the camera is going to decide when HDR is required and when it isn't. Then we have the live HDR mode, which actually shows you how the end picture would be. This is not quite as strong as the Pro mode though. The Pro mode does a wonderful job of bringing out the details and the shadows and making sure that the highlights aren't crushed at the same time. You can slide from the side to access filters, and you can slide from this side to access some modes. But before we get to the modes, I also want to take a moment to talk about the flash options. So Xiaomi has a torch mode here. So if you're in a low light scenario and before you frame your shot, it's kind of handy to have the torch on so that the flash is constantly on. And barring that, flash does do a decent job. I like leaving it at auto or off at most times. So now let's talk about the modes. The first one is panorama, pretty self-explanatory. The Mi Note Pro does a decent job of stitching the images together. Then we have the timer option. With timer, you just select the timer you want, or you can leave it at audio and just say shoot, shoot, and there you go. So that's timer. Then we have the refocus mode. So with this mode, you will see a magic focus label on top in your album. So you can just like tap and hold to change which area of the picture is in focus. Works quite well. And again, talking about the label on top, you also get it for HDR images with taken with HDR on. So then we have the manual mode. Over here, we've got a few basic options: white balance, focus, exposure time, and ISO. So again, you just use the slider to get different shots, and it works quite well. And then we've got the gradient mode. The gradient mode basically lets you get a level picture. So say for example, I have this Mi power bank and I want to get a shot and I want to make sure that it is level. Then no matter, even if my phone is a little sideways, it still manages to maintain a level picture. So let's say I'm taking the picture this way. And now when you check it out, it's actually cropped in, and this is the image you're going to see. So it's pretty nice if you want to get a level picture. So again, you can use it in landscape or portrait, works both ways. And then we've got beautify. That is if you want to, it does a little bit of gimmicks like smoothing your skin, ironing out the wrinkles and so on, if you're going to use the rear camera to actually take a selfie. And handheld twilight, I generally don't use this mode by itself. I leave it on auto, and if the situation requires it, as in if there's lesser light in your scene and you want to take a shot, then handheld twilight kicks in. But you can also enable the mode by yourself and still shoot. So now, barring this, you go into the settings menu. You get your regular options. So things worth noting here is press and hold the shutter button for burst mode, and the frame size under 4:3. You need to use 4:3 to get the full 13 megapixel resolution. There will be a little bit of a loss of resolution if you go 16:9. You can select your picture quality here, and you've got your face recognition, age and gender recognition, and so on. So now moving on, you can just tap this to go into the video mode. So over here you again have HDR on and off. You have the option to turn on and turn off flash. You can't do that while you're shooting a video. And you get time-lapse, slow motion, audio focus options here. And going into settings, you can change what video you want to shoot: full HD, 4K, HD. And 4K video is surprisingly good. The optical image stabilization works great. So if you can see in this shot, it is a pretty windy day, and I'm shooting this handheld. Even when you're walking and shooting video, you still get great footage. and the quality is there, the exposure, the focus, it's all handled well by the Mi Note Pro. Now you just need a slide for it to switch to the front camera, and again you just slide okay, I'm sorry, that's for video. You don't have any options, it's just an 1080p video. Tap on the camera mode and just slide, you get a timer option, and go into settings and you again get your regular options here, and slide from this side to get some filters. So here's giving you an example of pictures with filters. And the front camera is a 4 megapixel front camera, so this is similar to the ultra pixel camera that we've seen with HTC phones, meaning larger pixels. So it does produce some great images, especially under low light. And here's a SAF style car selfie. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of detail in the images. Again, it handles exposure and white balance well. So now let's go on and take a look at a few sample shots from the rear camera. So again, the color reproduction is very good. There's a ton of detail. The images are very sharp, they are vivid, but at the same time don't come across as overly saturated. The shutter speed is also pretty fast, and again, the burst mode, it lets you shoot a lot of images very quick. Overall, I feel this is a pretty solid camera. If I had one bone to pick with my sheer camera experience on the Mi Note Pro, it wouldn't actually be with the camera, it's rather going to be with the display. Because the display is not too bright, meaning I went out for the shoot on a very sunny day, and a few times I found myself guessing as to how I was framing the shot. I was a little bit worried that the image might be out of focus or I might not frame it right, but more often than not, again, the camera itself is very good, and I managed to get perfect focus, perfect exposure and everything, and it again, that's a testament to how good this camera is. Talking about exposure, if you want to change exposure, you can quickly do that by just doing this, and it's pretty handy to be able to adjust exposure right from the viewfinder without having to move into submenus. So props to Xiaomi there. So overall guys, this is a pretty good camera on this phone. I'm going to be spending a little bit more time with it before I come out with a full review, so make sure you stay subscribed for that. And in the meantime, if you did like this video, if you did find it useful, do give it a thumbs up, vote it down. If you didn't, do let me know what you should have, what you feel I should have done differently, and I'll take your feedback and try to come out with a better video the next time. I guess that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, this is Ash here from C4E Tech, signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye bye now.